to San Diego, California, America's classiest city. We're here at Snapdragon Stadium to witness one of the best moments of bowl season each and every year, the DirecTV Holiday Bowl. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. On the move from inside his 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. So Washington's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. Their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
Back to pass on second down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Yeah, and the quarterback was looking for the big fella. And I tell you what, you throw these routes to big tight ends, it usually ends well, but it was really, really good coverage, breaking on that corner route and getting the ball to the ground.
That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. A strike downfield. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. Part of the DNA of the Washington offense has been a guy who can get it done with his arm.
And just finding a guy that makes everybody around you better, that can make the right decisions, that can highlight your skill positions. That's what get the Washington fans going crazy, going nuts, and that's when they have those great football teams.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
To the air on second down. Snagged out of the air. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
As a play caller, you love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? Third down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And that's a good response by this defense. They gave up some yards, obviously some plays, more than they wanted to, but when it got to the area in the scoring zone, in the area where it really matters, nice job on third down, getting the sack, and possibly forcing the field goal.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Syracuse's offense will get the ball for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
Pulls it in. It's good. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
Gonna let it fly. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. The Orange will have to punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He's going to run it. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
The RPO, it's complete.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. The give out of the gun. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Looking to throw, it's McMillan. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, CUSE. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. They'll run it. Shakes off the defender. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. running back. Picks up the first down, still moving. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Hand off from the shotgun. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Morgan. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. Guys, we're at the end of the quarter, and Syracuse has the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They've got a first down here to open the period. Gonna run it. It's Presley. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Huskies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Powers through the defender. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not opening up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether. 3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll go to the ground. Hard running there. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. On the move. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. That brings them to within 1.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Offense in a split backfield. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25.
If you heard that sound, that was the sound of me throwing my clipboard. My goodness, how do I stop this offense? This guy is so dynamic. And what stinks about it is they snap it to the quarterback every play. Running back, I can try to take him out of the game. Receivers, I can try to take out of the game. Quarterback always touching the football, and when he can do this, good luck stopping.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's McMillan. Picked off to stop the threat.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Oh, they're after him. He'll throw it. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, explode through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the single back. Plows through the defense. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
Syracuse needs to come up with a big 3rd down play to keep the drive going. To throw, it's McMillan. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Right down the boulevard. They take a 4-point lead here in the 2nd. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Turbin. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Back to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Pulls and fired complete. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake. but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, man.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
To the ground with the back. Turning it on! It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Syracuse lines up on 3rd and short.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk game. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
Looking to pass. It's McMillan. Quick strike complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. That running back looks as if he'd be at home in the receiver room with that footwork along the sideline.
Yeah, Reese, this defense is going to have their hands full because this is a complete running back. He's not good just blocking or running with the football, but he can catch it as well.
Got a man. They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Zings it complete to the right. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on 3rd down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Reese, talk about an edge-of-your-seat type first half, or as they call it in this game there in San Diego, just another typical Holiday Bowl.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. And they got it done in the first half, but the job now, follow up, close the deal, and bring home a bowl victory.
Finish. You hear teams say it.
There he goes! Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here. And I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
And nice job by the defense. The quarterbacks had some good success running the football. All eyes on him. They were locked in. They had nowhere to go with the football, and I like it. They finished the run with a nice physical tackle. Get an extra lick on that QB.
Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And this is the type of defense that have made the Huskies a factory for pro players.
Yeah, and Reese, when I think about Washington football, I think about defense, I think about right place, right time, great thought process, just physical, make you earn everything they get every single year.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Got room on the return. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
That's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Pass to 45. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. First down here for the offense. They'll move the wide receiver. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
And that's exactly why this linebacker has to stay on the field every single down, because he's so good in space. He's good against jet sweeps, he's good against bubble screens, and he can race outside and get receivers down on the ground quickly.
Bring in the heat. Got his man quickly. Brings into the open. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Wide receiver going in motion. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle. You saw it on that play.
Barrels ahead. Touchdown, Huskies! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, should have ran a better route.
Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Now from the 40, it's first and 10. Back to throw, it's McMillan. Makes the catch. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Out of the gun. The running back has it. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. It'll be a draw. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. The give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
8th play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. Rides the back and leaves it. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
It's good. And the 3 ball gives us a tie.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Lost a throw on 1st down. Intercept and a turnover in their own territory. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
I'll tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few 1st downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's McMillan. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
It's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Looking to the end zone. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a 1st down. So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. And after that penalty, the defense is almost out of real estate to defend. It's 1st and goal on the 1. He'll keep it himself. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Orange.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. We've come to the break, and it's Syracuse on top. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. Oh, he's got some space. He's piled up 76 yards rushing, and he is a virtual lock to have a 1,200-yard season. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. And his throw is incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Turbin. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Quickly to the tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll try the run. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Here's the handoff. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. Target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. He'll pull it on the read. Turning it on! Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football. That time on the option play, I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Looking down the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Offense set on first down. He'll do it himself. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Across the 25, he's got room. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Syracuse.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football-type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page.
Brings it down on the right side. Hits the crease. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Looking to throw on first down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Ball down, but he has enough to move the chains. Washington wants to go quickly. A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
Well, quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. He'll throw on third down. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter. Get your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
They'll leave it with him. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quarterback on the keeper. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Well, I like the idea on offense of trying to get this quarterback involved in the running game. You do it conventionally on design plays, and now you try the option. There just wasn't anywhere for him to go.
Syracuse with a major problem and a long way to go on third down. There he goes. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. And I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
Syracuse with that legacy of running backs just ripped off a huge one there. Let's see what they've got this time. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed